Right, before we start this video about the comparison between Genshin and Tower of Fantasy when it comes to the I call it character banner, because like on Tower of Fantasy it's technically a weapon banner. I don't know. See, this is why it gets so complicated. I didn't really want to make this video, but my man Jay made a vid, and I'm like, I don't think he's really doing a good job talking about, you know, both aspects. But even I myself will be missing things. Why? It is really hard to compare them, in my opinion. But yeah, I just want to put out there that as you're looking at the monthly pass supplies, you know, the Blessing of the Welkin Moon, they're both the same price, right? They're both $5. You see, it's $4.99, $4.99. They're both $4.99. So I'm not, you know, trying to sway it in one direction. So they're both the same price. On Genshin, you get 300 Genesis crystals. On Tower of Fantasy, is 300 Tanium. They're both like currency you buy with money mainly. So it evens out right there, right? This is where it confused me, right? Obtain a total of 300 Genesis. It says you can obtain 2,700 Primo Gems across 30 days. Okay. So that's 90 a day, right? In Tower of Fantasy, you're going to do this for 30 days. You get 100 a day. So for 30 days, that is 3,000. 3,000 is greater than 2,700. Therefore, already we're looking at Tower of Fantasy as a little more giving. Now, I'm not saying it's, oh my gosh, it's a big deal, but it is something there. I remember Flip was telling me how Genshin was more giving. I might have to forward this video directly to him so he knows, hey, you may be wrong about this. Now, if you prefer Genshin or Tower of Fantasy, that's fine. But money values won't lie when it comes to direct numbers, right? So let's make sure we both know. Can I get here? Okay. This is going to be the same price. Tanium, Genesis crystals. They got different names, the same value. There's no difference. I want to make sure we stated that so no one tried to sway anything. Now, as you're probably looking down here on the bottom right, you notice it says Genshin Impact and Tower of Fantasy. See, the top of it is the same price. But pity, as far as when I was looking through, you know, sources, I mean, Tower of Fantasy, it says right on the game is 80. That's the pity. Pity for Genshin, I had to look it up. It was 90. I looked it up on like an NTAS video. It said 90. I looked up on the wiki. I know it's not the most reliable source. And then there was another like Genshin website. I don't remember. It was 90. So now, if someone can find where it says 80, please link it in the description below. And then I'll try to find my you know, other sources to see if it says 90 or 80. You know, so we're not here swaying it in one direction. I don't like doing that. Right? So let's actually look. Oh, whoops. Sorry. I actually want to look at, you know, the so-called summon page, because I think that's fair, right? Now there's two different summons. You know, you got your standard banner, and you have your limited banner. Where does it say on Tower of Fantasy? I guess the choice weapons would be the standard banner. This would be the limited banner, and then you have, well, you have this random banner here that's even lower. There's no, I don't know what is what there, but you can find this in the game and you get rewarded for this daily. You can get black crystals or gold, black nucleus and gold nucleus to summon on, you know, the standard banner. I think this is the standard banner here. It's just the way it is. It is what it is. So there's more banners, I think, here on Tower of Fantasy. I know someone will say, well, they have a weapon banner here. To me, in my honest opinion, I think Tower of Fantasy has it mixed in kind of within the choice weapons. The matrices are kind of like artifacts in a way. And I know someone was saying on Genshin, we don't have to have a banner. We can just farm it. Yeah, on Tower of Fantasy, you can farm it too. They just have limited ones that are stronger than the normal ones. On Genshin, you don't have that. But we're not here to talk about farming and stuff like that. We're simply talking about banners. And I guess we're going to be more on the character banner, right? So as you see here, by the way, it's every 40 you're guaranteed. I don't want to get into this one, though. Just like I don't want to get into the weapon banner, not really. Because I don't think there's a guarantee there for a direct weapon. So let's say I want to summon here, right? Like I said, I can't see the history because I haven't summoned in forever, right? You can look at the history here on this game. I pushed the history button. Why didn't it work? Like, we can view, like, records to see what I most recently gotten. So you see the Thunder's Halberd. That'd be like a 4-star weapon for Genshin. It's considered SR. Got the Negating Cube. That's an SSR, a 5-star weapon if we was talking about Genshin. Now, I can always look this up. I don't know if it deletes. Oh, here we go. Hold on. You can search the records of drawers for the most recent month. See that? So that means it can disappear. So there's no like difference there. Just like on Genshin, it disappears. So we can't play favorites there. At least I don't want to. But here, the top up is the same price. We just saw that. But Pity is 90 summons on Genshin. On Tower Fantasy is 80. You can clearly see it in game too, which I like. But the guaranteed character is weird. Right? So guarantee on here, like, okay, let me show you. You'll just be summoning 120, right? Just like here, you go for the 80, and then you don't get it, you get another 40 summons, boom, you get a guarantee. Now I know Jay said he'd rather, you know, on Genshin, it just carries over. I mean, technically carries over here, just no 100%. So that would be the downside, I guess. But you know you can get any character you have enough to for 120 summons. You can actually plan that out. Even if you get an SSR or a 5-star character, if we want to talk about it, we know 120 we can still guarantee one. So you can plan for that. Anything that happens in between, that's good. Now on Genshin, you're going for 90. If you get the character early on, that's great. But if you don't, then you don't. You have to go for that 490. Again, if you get the character you don't want, okay, you get it, but then it resets itself. On Tower Fantasy, it will not reset. If you pulled 5 SSRs or 5 5-star characters, you didn't hit the pity of 80, at 80, you still got that guaranteed SSR, regardless of what it is. On Genshin, you don't do that. Right? But look at the cost of summon, 160 per summon. Right? On Tower Fantasy, it's 150 per summon. You can kind of see that here. Let me see if I can find it right. So let's say if I want to do this, I go for 1 summon. Did I not press it? It says 160 Primo Gems, right? I can't do that here right now. Yeah, because I got too much of things. But, oh, here we go. Here's my proof, right? If I do a 10, I'm gonna say, oh, okay. 1350. You'll dang it. See, I'm trying to have a quick way of doing this. Oh, here we go. 150 dark crystals. There's my 150 to buy 1 gold nucleus. So there's the validation. Now for a 10, you multiply that by 10, that's 1600 currency. To Tower Fantasy is 1500 currency. It starts becoming a difference in prices. Currency needed for pity, 14,400. That's from getting 90 summons. Well, you know, on Tower Fantasy, you don't do 90 summons, you do 80. So now it's 12,000. It got relatively cheaper just now, right? Currency needed for guaranteed 28,800 currency. That's for a full 180. I don't want to do 180 summons to hope I get a guarantee. But here it's just 18,000. That's 10,000 currency cheaper. Or let's see, Ooh, sorry. I thought I could just go right to money right there. But let's say 10,000 less. Oh, here we go. That's $15 cheaper. I'm not trying to do all the math of money, but you can basically say $15 every time you go for a guarantee. Just think about it. 1 guarantee, 15. 2 guarantees 30, 3 guarantees 45, 4 guarantees 60. Saving $15 goes a long way. You know what you can do with that? If you move that from Genshin to Tower of Fantasy, I'm not telling you how to play a different game, by the way. But that's 3 months of the, well, in fact, that's a battle pass in the 30-day monthly rewards. That's right here, the monthly pass. Now how I get to the I can't get to the right? So that's $5. It's under rewards. I'm not gonna lie, there's a lot of hiccups you have to go through, in my opinion. Right? And the pass is what? Oh, I can't see the price right now. But normally, like the lower tier is $10. You can buy the higher tier that's like what, $15, $20. But you can guarantee yourself every month. You summon like every month, you'd have extra $15 if you went for a guarantee. And you can just buy a pass. You can buy a battle pass in the 30-day. You can get more value from Tower of Fantasy's banner overall in comparison to Genshin. Now, let's talk, because it's not on paper, right? But we can show it here. Tower of Fantasy, when you're going for a character, you're only looking at that one character that has the extra 50%. In comparison to Genshin, I think this character might be extra 50%. I don't know. They don't put numbers there, so I don't know. But you also have a chance of getting Bennett. What's this guy's name? I forgot his name. But the wolf guy and Noel. So you have a chance of 4 characters, and it's like on both of these banners, you have an increased rate for these characters. That's not like that on Tower of Fantasy. But I can tell you this. When I saw an increased rate, I wanted certain characters that were 4-star, because it takes forever to get a 5-star. I feel like I didn't get a lot to work with. That's on me. But yeah, it is what it is. Just we're looking like truly from a money standpoint. I mean, Tower of Fantasy is more giving when it comes to the banner for summons. Because on this game, I'm not gonna lie, we don't really use the 4-stars. You know, I wish they had. No, I don't, because I still rather use SSRs over SRs. Just like you rather use 5-star characters on Genshin than 4-stars. That's just truth. I feel like I'm missing something for Genshin though. Oh, there's more characters on Genshin. Let's make sure of this. We're comparing the game that's like 2 months in. Right? How many characters do we have on Tower of Fantasy? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 20 characters. We're 4 months in. How many characters does Genshin have? How do I get to that? I guess to be characters? I have to figure out how to get to all the characters. Maybe character archive? Okay, here we go. So you got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Oh. Hold on. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. Yeah, 56 characters on Genshin. See, Miss O, Genshin has more characters. I don't know how many characters Genshin had, 4 months in. So that would be a better comparison. But if you want a more fleshed out game for characters and customizations, sure, then you got it. But if we're just talking about the banner and money and what's more forgiving, hey, we got to look at it from a Tower of Fantasy standpoint. It gives more bang for your buck. I don't want to dive into details of what has more to do, because it just feel like I'll be ishing on Genshin. But hey, hope you liked the video. Like, comment, subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Let me know in the comment section. Till then, I'll catch you in the next one. Thank you for watching the video. Like and subscribing, because you can put that subscribe button that's right over here. And don't forget, you can watch the videos over here. I want to see you in there too, all right? You enjoy yourself.